Hey Libras, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your May 2019 connections read. So what we're going to do is go over your energy, the person you're dealing with energy, and then kind of see where they fall in the center. Now keep in mind it's going to be general reading, so it will not resonate for absolutely everyone, and if it doesn't seem to fit, please don't try to force it. There are a ton of amazing YouTube readers out there, so feel free to click on one of the links below. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Libra. And if you're cross-watching, guys, take it as it resonates. If you seem to, resonate more with the Libra side of things versus the other side, then, that's your part of the message to be heard. That's your part to interpret. It's not going to reach absolutely every Libra out there. So again, guys, please don't try to force it. I do want to say thank you to everyone that likes, shares, subscribes, guys. When I started this journey, it was with the intention of just being able to connect and help shed some light for people by using the gifts that I've been given. It felt like they needed to be shared. I needed to reach out and help people as much as I could. So I really do appreciate everyone that likes, shares, comments. The positive feedback that I get, it's amazing. It's inspiring. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, so let's see what we've got, Libra. So the person you're connecting with, what's their energy right now? We have some jumpers, guys. Person that Libra is dealing with, what is their current energy? What's going on with them? I wanted to pop out. We're going to see that. So at the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups reversed. So right now they might not be feeling the love, guys. They might be in a period of, oh yeah. Okay. That's good, though. Okay. So, this is a very interesting reading, guys. First out of the deck is the Seven of Swords. This speaks about, the Seven of Swords is typically a card of deception, whether it's, in a situation, an energy, a position, a relationship where you're being deceived. Or it can very well be what I like to call my false mask card, where sometimes, someone energetically, they were in a period of self-deception, where they were either doing things that weren't aligning with their soul, with their spirit, with their calling, or they weren't aware of who they truly were, or, they were wearing a false mask to please other people in their life. I feel like that heavily with the Star card, it's probably wearing a mask. It's either they were in a situation where they were deceived, or they're healing themselves, becoming more in tune with who they really are, realizing there's hope that their wishes can come true, that they can be this person and go on this journey and embrace this life, versus staying stuck in other people's thought processes, staying stuck in the box. That people sometimes like to put others in. They're finally coming to terms with who they are. So this Akashic Records, it is a very spiritual, very, very, very spiritual journey. This is not equated with any cards in the traditional tarot. This is a card completely on its own. It's about being one with the universe. It's about your mission as a soul when you come into this world. So this person that you're connecting with, Libra, they are on a very heavy mission. They are on a very heavy mission to kind of figure out their purpose right now, because it's like they're destined for something greater than what they've been doing, greater than what they've been forcing themselves to become, or the box that they've been contained in for so long. It's like they're finally breaking it. They're breaking open, breaking free. And that's Emperor energy here. Some of you could be connected with the Divine Masculine, it must be said. This is, it is the card of Aries, but it is about the take charge, movement forward, bravely, courageously going into the battle. And I feel like this is them coming into their Divine Masculine power, kind of balancing out. Maybe, you were connecting with the Divine Masculine, that because he was being self-deceptive and wearing a mask, a false mask, that, they weren't in their divine power. They can't be. You cannot be in your divine power if you're wearing a false mask, if you're not becoming who you truly are meant to be, if you're not aware, if you're not awakened as well. The Akasha Record has a lot to do with awakening. I feel like they're awakening to the fact that they have a divine masculine power within themselves, or to the fact that they need to take charge and take, control of a situation that they are destined to be on, the path that they're destined to go down. So let's see what we can get for leaves. Guys, they are going through it. You are bringing some kind of enlightenment forward. I don't know why this doesn't want to go one more time. Oh, wow, yeah. Some of you guys are definitely connecting with a divine masculine. We have the Four of Wands here, guys. That's always my indicator. Okay, so the first card we have here the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about laying down burdens. It's about releasing what doesn't serve you. It can be physically, emotionally. To me, it feels like energetically, you guys are at a different period. You're ending cycles of frustration, of self-imposed stress, anxiety, worry, combativeness. Maybe some of you were battling inner demons, inner triggers, things that kind of brought out a lot of toxicity in you. But you're finally making a decision to lay those burdens down because they're no longer yours to carry, because you're focused on your happiness. A Sun card here can speak of Leo energy. But this is that childlike happiness, that fulfillment, that enjoyment, that, feel like a kid again kind of energy. Maybe some of you, by deciding to finally pull your energy out of a situation, you're finally embracing the happiness and joy that's been kind of, I feel like it's been a long time coming. It's been waiting for you to embrace and fully allow yourself to be happy. You're allowing yourself to be happy, that it's okay, that you can lay the burdens down. Doesn't have to be, if this is you laying burdens down energetically in this connection, and if this is a twin flame connection, it doesn't have to be permanent. But laying the burdens down raises your vibration, helps your alignment, and in the long term helps this connection. So we have the Two of Crystals here, which is equated to the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. The Two of Pentacles is about, choices, decision. It's also about juggling. It's about, career and home, happiness and, well, not unhappiness, but you know what I mean, guys. It's juggling your priorities. It's figuring out what works for you. It's doing what you want to do and where you want to put your time, what commitments you find important versus, those that, you want to leave behind. This is making those decisions. It's being able to balance out your life at this point. Maybe some of you are trying to find an inner balance. That's a very Libra thing to do, I must say. We have the Tower here and the Four of Wands. So these two together feels like there's some kind of shakeup in a connection. There's been some kind of aha moment, some kind of epiphany, some kind of a lightning bolt, a strike of lightning, a divine message, a divine intervention. Something has come in, a situation with a Four of Wands connection. And the Four of Wands is a very deeply soulful, spiritual connection. It's a lot of celebration, communion. It's your happiness, it's your home, it's your heart, it's your spirit, your soul, your fulfillment. That's what the Four of Wands for me represents. It does, signify 1111, which is twin flame union. With the Emperor being here and the Four of Wands being here and the Star card being here and the Akashic Records and the Happiness Sun card. These are all my indicators. So all of these combined, it's like this is a very intensely powerful situation you're in, a very powerful connection. They are on their divine mission doing what they need to do to grow into their divine power if you are connecting with a masculine energy. Take it as it resonates, male, female. We can have females that are divine masculines and males that are divine feminines. It just means that when it comes to their physical, their authoritative, their take charge, they are just naturally a leader. versus the feminine, which is we're a little bit more emotional, a little bit more fluid, nurturers, mothering, very comforting kind of souls, intuitive, receptive. Yeah, guys, it feels like this side, you know, your energy is heading towards happiness, finding balance within yourselves, finding grounding. And maybe you've had some kind of upset or epiphany or a moment about this connection that you never realized before. Maybe some of you laid down the burdens because you finally realized what they were doing to you, what vibration it was putting you in, the lowest vibration you could be in. And that worrying and carrying around these things, it's no longer serving your soul. It's not for your greater purpose. You know, if they're working on themselves and their mission at hand, then it's your duty and your job to work on yours and not just focus on, you know, will they come back? Will we have union again? Will we have this? Will we have, well, that's all fine and dandy, but if you stay in that low vibration energy, there's no way they're going to come back to you. It's how these relationships work. They are so energetically charged that raising your vibrations, laying burdens down, embodying happiness, embodying fulfillment within you is what draws them closer to being more in tune and aligned with themselves. So we're going to see what we have joining these energies. And then the bottom of the deck is Two of Wands. I didn't even look a while ago. Sorry, guys. Two of Wands, courageously making choices, moving forward. So what do we have connecting this connection? Okay. Ha. Awesome. Okay. So first card out of the deck. Sorry guys, I have to like set them. It's the Libra in me. Just bear with me. I'm sorry. The first card out is the Starseed, which is equivalent to the Fool card in the traditional tarot deck. To me, this Starseed speaks about you know, energetically, you're both ready to take a chance on this. You're both ready to head forth on your new journey, your new beginnings. It could be together, or right now, if you are working on alignment, both of you, it could be separately. But the thing about these connections is that even if you do the work separately, in this connection, it comes together. So energetically, you mirror each other, which means that if you're in a place where you're ready to find happiness and lay down burdens and do your mission and do your work and balance, guess what? They're going to be in a period where they're ready to get that mask off. You know, if your vibration is so high, there's no way they can sit in this energy. They're pushing forward. It's clear they're pushing forward. King of Cups. So you both are at a point where you are kind of still waters run deep. You know, the King of Cups is very, very fluid. Very loving, very wise, very sensitive, very giving. And I don't know if you noticed, but on this card, I have to show you again. The alignment with him. They're lit up and aligned. And he has two cups, one for each side. One for himself, one for the person that he cares about, the person he's connecting with. And guess what? You give to yourself, you have that self-love. And because you have that self-love and it's mirroring, that love right there is going to go for your twin, for your connection, for your soulmate. That's beautiful energy to have between two people, guys. That is incredibly beautiful. We have the Knight of Crystals, which is equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles here. This is about making an offer coming in. It's not, you know, it's obviously, it's Pentacles. So he's not going to be the most fast-paced charging in. And I think you guys have had the Knight of Pentacles in another reading, either your mid-month or before then, maybe. You know, you might still see it coming in because it's like both of you are working towards making an offer, I feel like, to each other. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, it's a substantial offer. It's long-term. It's commitments. It's something that's going to last for the long haul. So at first, I didn't see this card that was behind the Knight of Pentacles. So I was like, because we have the Six of Swords, which can mean walking away. It can mean leaving certain energies behind. But then I noticed that the Four of Cups was what fell out right before it, which is perfect because this is the kind of energy you want to leave behind. Maybe this full moon energy that we just had in Libra brought forth some kind of, the Four of Cups is the card that where you just you're not feeling the love, or you're feeling off, or you're feeling unloved, uncared for. You're not really paying attention or noticing love. You're not noticing affection. You're not noticing energies around you that are uplifting or positive, things like that. So the Six of Swords, releasing this energy, is beautiful because you do not want to be stuck and stagnant in energy like this, missing opportunities, because you're not going to see it. You're not going to see any of it if you decide to stay in this energy. So I like the Six of Swords underneath this because it speaks about, both of you energetically coming out of a period maybe where you were shut off, closed off. You were either overburdened. Obviously they were deceptive. They were figuring their stuff out. You guys were very burdened down. Maybe it had you on this low vibrational energy, both of you. But you are making a conscious decision, both energies are, to leave this behind and to kind of move forward into your calling, into your happiness, which is beautiful. All right, guys, so I'm going to throw down a couple of cards here. I have my little oracle deck that I'm going to get some cards for you. Oh, I have quite a few that wanted to pop out. What can we get for Libra and the person they're connecting with? Yeah. I love that. All right. So the first card out was the family card. And while this can speak of family and connections and joy within, your circle, this can also be about spiritual connections, spiritual family, seeing your future together, seeing a family together, seeing a lifetime together among the stars. Maybe you guys have had multiple lifetimes together where you've had this connection. It's where you just come across someone and they just feel like home, and you can't really ignore that. Especially not with the third eye chakra being activated. Maybe you guys are receiving downloads, maybe they are, maybe you're communicating in your dreams, synchronicities, seeing signs, noticing numbers, things that I feel like they've never really paid attention to before, whereas I feel like you guys are more in tune a little bit spiritually. Maybe this person you're connecting with, again, take it as it resonates. Maybe they weren't very spiritually in tune. Maybe they were a very 3D based person, and their third eye chakra has just been kind of opening and lighting up and illuminating and bringing insights and missions and goals into their life that's changing them for the better. Because you have the communication here. So to me, this is just a confirmation that down the line, communication is going to come in. I feel like with that Knight of Pentacles, it's going to come in. Again, I cannot guarantee you it would happen next week. I can't guarantee you it would happen in 2 weeks, because honestly, I feel like the communication coming in is based off of both of you and your alignments and where you're at energetically. This is general. I can't give you a timetable of a week or two. What I can say is keep doing the work you've been doing, because your progress is leading their progress. They're mirroring each other. So you're both moving forward. You're both balancing, making decisions, learning new things. I feel like that's what's going to bring this communication on. Yeah. All right, so let's see what animal spirits we can get for you guys. Right out of the bat. Give it up to Libra over here. Okay. Oh, wow. You guys, I have the Cosmic Egg too, which is a beautiful card. It is. It's a card about purpose and mission and spiritual oneness. It's about getting that glimpse of that ultimate completeness. It's like you guys have had a taste of that, and that's what you're headed towards again. This is your mission, towards that divine union. Oh, I love that. Love that. All right, so we had the lizard and, oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have the starfish and the dragonfly. These two together speak about unknown beauty within. And it also speaks about enlightenment, spirituality, hearing messages, thoughts, things from the divine. Someone is completely open, especially with this dragonfly energy. They are open. I feel like it's you, because dragonfly does represent air. It could very well be their energy. Take it as it resonates. But it's like someone's becoming more open and in tune with their truth. And they're because they are opening up, they are receiving more intuitive guides and messages. So maybe it is their energy. Maybe they are receiving more messages and kind of enlightenment and awareness within themselves. And here we have the lizard and the crow. Maybe this is very well your energy. You know, the crow carries the wisdom. The crow carries the wisdom of spirituality, the unknown, the hidden. It also carries very spiritual messages. So again, this is about, you know, opening up to enlightenment. This is about receiving spiritual messages. And the lizard is about transformation. So maybe some of you have been through a major period of transformation, of a reinvigoration of, you know, the lizard, they get their shell cut off and they regrow and they regrow and then they move forward. Maybe you guys have been in a period of a lot of battles and things in your life. And because of that, you know, it's led you to a point where you have embraced spirituality and you've embraced oneness and you kind of listen to the divine and listen for messages and pay attention to the signals and the signs. But there are messages, spiritual messages coming in. This frog card, you guys are going to have to give me 1 second because I get it every now and then, and every single time I get this card, I always have to look it up. Okay, yeah. So the frog is the clearing, the cleansing, and the healing. It's no matter how earthly the frog becomes, it has a need for cleansing and rejuvenation within water. So it serves as a reminder that water can help us cleanse, forgive, and release. It's time to dive in. Frogs are not meant to carry a heavy load. I feel like this is especially very much directed towards you guys. Carrying that 10 of Wands, them carrying that 7 of Swords. It's like at the end of the day, you're meant to be cleansed and heal. It's time to let the burdens go, let the anxiety go. Yeah, I love that. All right, any other messages right there? We can get for Libs going forth into May. You guys. Okay. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Yeah. So that's the Sun card, guys. Embrace that joy, that positivity, that happiness. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Yeah. I feel like this is that, I feel like this is their energy more than anything, this Star card. Maybe they've been praying a lot, connecting with Source a lot more, trying to find answers for things that you cannot get answers for in the earthly realm. You just can't. It's unknown, it's unseen, it's felt, it's faith, it's believing. And I feel like they've reached a point where they have been forced to believe, despite any reservations, triggers, fears, anything they have. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you can focus your intentions and you can pray. You know, if you are one to pray, you can send those intentions towards someone. You can sit and think about the outcome over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, if you just sit, send love, send light their way, and just pray for their happiness, well, in this kind of union, what's going to be their happiness is you. But you would literally are just not focusing so much on the way and the expectations you think it should be. You're focusing on the happiness, the positivity, the vibrations for all that are involved in this situation. Happiness is my birthright. There's that Sun card. It is entirely your birthright. I wholeheartedly push it being your birthright because we are all given the right to be innately happy at any moment in time. And hope is a conduit for miracles. Yeah. Again, that Star card. And the Sun card. Hope, bright future, miracles coming in, changes coming in, guys. I see a lot of spiritual movement, a lot of shifting. And then, I see communication coming in at some point. This Knight of Pentacles, again, can be slow moving, but keep working on yourselves. Keep working on yourselves, aligning yourselves, and, they're coming that way. All right, love and light, guys. I will see you in a couple weeks for your May overall reads.